Gemini, first message I got for you is watch and wait. Don't make a move just yet. There is something on the horizon and I think you can feel it, and I think you're part of the fact that it is on the horizon in the first place. In other words, you've probably worked quite hard, or you've been thinking towards it, or you've been manifesting it. And as it gets closer, you kind of want to nip it in the bud, you want to grab it, you want to catch that low-hanging fruit, okay? Well, high-hanging fruit, to be honest. I'm going to take a card for you. I knew you were going to get that. So weird. I was looking at these Price of Love Oracle cards, okay? And I saw that one. And to be fair, I thought if you want to come through for Gemini, I'm going to shuffle and you can come through. And then it did. So sorry about that. I tried not to. You get shattered. Now, okay, I'm going to take a tarot card to go with this because it's not necessarily shattered as in, you know, shattered dreams, like the song from the 80s. Remember that song? That was a cool song, wasn't it? Who did that? Was it Mr. Mister? Anyway, it can be a breakthrough, but I'm going to check. Let's check with some tarot. This is your December 2025 reading, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watching, or just being a typical Gemini and being in two places at once. When you know, you know. And I know you. Okay. Tell me more. That one. Yes. Oh my God. Breakthrough rather than a breakout. Oh, this is rather good. So, do you like my Christmassy ride away? Here we have the Queen of Cups, and she's got a little bit of snow on her, but she doesn't mind because after all, snow is water. Kind of. And she's got her cup, and it's not the FA Cup, it's actually just a massive, massive cup. Queen of Cups is not normally associated with you, Gemini. Normally, I suppose, strictly speaking, you'd be the Queen of Swords, but it doesn't really work like that with tarot. It's not that cut and dried. So, you have at your disposal, and you're right to think you have, some very good hunches, juju, whatever you want to call it. Now, you know you're a mutable sign. You know that you drink and you know things when you come up as the Queen of Cups, okay? Even if it's just herbal tea. And let me know, Gemini, your favourite drink, please, in the comment section, because I'm just nosy and I like to know, and I'm interested in Gemini, as you know. You are a fascinating sign. You are a sign of many facets, like a little diamond sparkling, but also a flutterfly then. A flutterfly. Mercury's retrograde while I'm making this, and I know that goes well for you, Gemini, but it doesn't go well for us Pisces. You're like a butterfly or a flutterby, and you land on things lightly, and it feels like, unusually for you, your attention is focused kind of towards one direction, one thing. Now, we will look at love in the second half of this reading, okay? In the erection section. So this is about the overall picture. It's about destiny. It's about career. It's about where you're heading. It's about all of that stuff. But we will head for love. Well, we're going to head for love a bit sooner than I thought, actually. But it could be love of things as well as people. Then we get justice. And this is a theme. So it came up for Cancerians. Last month it came up for Leos. I'm going to see whether it also comes up for you in terms of like justice for Gemini. You know, I get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get my just desserts. I'm going to get what I deserve at last. So we'll reserve judgment on that, but just know that it's always good to have justice in the background, spinning the wheels and twirling the candy canes. And basically it's kind of a karmic reset. I feel like everything's in place, but that thing that you get when you're a sign that has hunches, and you're a sign that has hunches, where you get that hunch that goes, right, this is it, divine timing, it's the right time. I need to make my move now, or it's ready, you know, I can receive it. That little brick in the wall, that little piece, for some reason is held back. And I don't know whether the universe is holding it back for you or whether you are stopping yourself. But let's see, because the next card you get, I was looking for a pen. So let me get a pen because I want to write something down about your reading, Gemini. If I don't, I will forget. And yeah, then we'll never know. Here we go. Now I can scribble it on there. Jolly good. Don't forget to tell me what's your favourite drink. It can be alcoholic beverage or it can be, you know, a non-alcoholic beverage. I do also like a cocoa myself. How boring am I? Right. Is it now reveal the Ace of Cups moment? Get the Ace of Cups. How gorgeous that is. Even more gorgeous because it's kind of Christmassied up. They've pimped it with marshmallows and glitter, and we've got the cosmic hand. Okay, an opportunity for love. This can be with the Ace of Cups. It can be self-love, and it always involves some self-love because you don't get the opportunity unless you've been doing that. Okay, that's just the universe being a knob. And I don't know why the universe does that. It's really annoying because what better time to give you something or someone to love or to be loved by or, you know, to fulfill your dreams than when you're hooning down the Ben and Jerry's on the sofa crying into your t-shirt that you haven't changed in 3 days. You know what I mean? That's when you need it. But the universe isn't like that. So the time that the universe gives you what you deserve, what you've worked for, what you want, is when you've kind of done it for yourself first. I know it's such an annoying part of being a human. So I feel like you have been supporting yourself. I feel like you've been doing the work. I hate that expression, but I can't think of any other way of saying it. And I feel like the universe is kind of contemplating giving you that missing piece. But I don't know why there's this bit of holdback. Shall we ask? Shall we ask? And I'm going to use different few cards. What's holding back here? What is holding back? Or what is holding us back? What is holding Gemini back? Sorry, not us, because I'm not a Gemini, but I wouldn't mind being one. A lot of my friends are Gemini. Oh, flipping heck. A lot of my friends are Geminis. They may not be after this card. Look at that. That's what's holding you back. I think that's fair enough. 3 swords through a heart. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. You want the breakthrough. Fair enough. You can do it as well. But if you want the omelette, you really are going to have to break some eggs here. Okay? I'm just going to write that down for you. You are, by the way, if this is resonating, do please hype the video. You can hype the video by going to the like button on your phone and it'll either pop up or you go swing, swing, swing like you do on Tinder and you go past clip and extra or whatever and you will find hype. And please do hit that hype button. I'm just going to write down breakthrough, Gemini. Okay. Going to put that there. Tell us a bit more, please. Got that 3 of Swords. That's a lot. It's a lot. For some of you, this is about relationships, and we are going to be scooching to the erection section in a minute. I knew you'd see. That was the energy I was picking up. Hanged Man energy. When you get Hanged Man energy, it's Neptunian. And Neptunian energy is not obvious. And I think, and don't quote me on this, I think Neptune's in retrograde. I know we've got a lot of planets in retrograde and I can't look on my phone, but I just have a feeling, I know we've got like Jupiter, we've got Saturn. Yeah, it doesn't always tell me. Mercury, God, when I'm making this. Okay, it doesn't matter though. Neptune is involved here. And you've got the Hanged Man. And this energy of... And this is the thing, the Hanged Man is annoying. Because it's like you want to get from A to B and the Hanged Man is in the middle of it going, I'm just going to hang here, you know, and that's the universe holding back deliberately to say, look at what you haven't seen. Listen to what you haven't heard. This is a channeled message, by the way, Gemini. Look at what you haven't seen, listen at what you haven't heard, and feel what you haven't yet felt. I have to write that down. Okay. I'm going to take one more to go with the Hanged Man. There's an emotional block here. Yeah, see, I thought you got this last month as well. This is not you, but Hermit. Right, this isn't you. You're not the Hermit. Okay, do you remember we talked last month? And I don't always remember readings. But we talked about you and maybe another person both being in a separate cave and needing to sort of meet somehow, but not be in the same cave at the same time. This is the thing that you're searching for, the thing that you want. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a career, it could be an opportunity, it could be anything. Only you will know what that thing or person is. And the universe is, it's like I'm getting all kinds of things now. I'm getting crumbs through the forest. I'm getting a garden maze like you would in a really, you know, like the one, I was going to say the one in Saltburn, but I don't know if I want to like go there. I don't want to go there. But you know, in those old fashioned manor houses and they've got those mazes. And I feel like it's a puzzle for you. Now, you're in luck because Gemini is brilliant at puzzle solving. You're born for this. Plus, you know, Mercury, as we come into December, it's going the right way, but not too early. By the way, forgive my lack of language. It goes direct on the 29th of November. But then you've got like a sort of 10-day shadow period. But for you, that's your time. You know, Mercury retrograde for Geminis is fantastic. It just suits you. So, what would I do here? We got the Three of Wands, Mr. Tighty Whitey Trousers here. I know, with his big stick, is looking out over the horizon. You need to be prospecting from about mid-December about whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. You know, it's a bit like hooking a big fish. You need to be looking at it and you will get a breakthrough mid-December. Until mid-December, I feel like this is your, it's like a hibernation. You need to be drawing on your resources. You need to be doing your tarot readings. And let me know in the comments if you are a tarot reader or if you do some kind of magic stuff. Because it could just be your very keen and pliable sense of intuition. Use it, okay? Use it in the first 10 days. Action is for the second half of the month. And there may well be mid-month in December a very useful moon for you. Not that one, that's the full moon. Yeah, Neptune goes direct on the 10th. We were right, Gemini. It is about that. Bloody hell. Love it. Okay, that's big for you, and I don't know why, and who cares? It just is. 20th, new moon in Sagittarius. Isn't that your opposite sign? Bloody love a new moon in Sagittarius. Then we got the winter solstice the next day. Oh my God. And the sun going into Sag. It's big for you, as the actress said to the bishop. And we may not know why yet, but hey, it doesn't matter. Let's have a look at your love life. Okay, love for Gemini. December 2025. And there will be an extended love reading, as there always is, Gemini. So if you get to the end of this and you're like, whoo, that was smoking hot, the link will be in the description box for more fun and frolics where we continue. Oh my God. Oh my God. 5 of Cups. This relates to the 3 of Swords. What is it? And I'm going to take a bubblegum card. This is Sarsaparilla, the pink one that we've been using. What is it in the 5 of Cups? No, I'm going to use, I've got an itchy nose. I'm going to use one of these. What is it in our love life that we need to let go of, that we need to come to terms with, that we need to deal with, that just seems to be hinted at here? Ooh, I like that actually. Synchronicity. Making a move at the wrong time, especially for a Gemini, is a mistake. You're a sign of flow, mutable air sign, okay? You flow with the very immediate energies that you can feel, which makes life very spontaneous for you and for those around you, but of course can be a little bit flying by the seat of your pants. Think of your love life, or whatever it is you're after, the relationship, the person, as a white feather, which is doing that thing that feathers do when they're in the air and they're wending their way to you and they flum, flum, flum like this. I'm being a white feather. Flum, flum, flum. You've got to be in the right place at the right time, in the right frame of mind. Okay. Tell us more. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. You have to be 100% on your own side. Now, this can happen with Geminis because your sense of self is mutable, a bit like us Pisces. You can change on a dime, you know, and it's good. It's who you are. And I'm being told to take that card. Yeehaw. Right, these 3 are for your love life as well. I get the Death card. I know, Death with snow on his hat. I love that. Oh, this is great, actually. Oh, this is amazing. We get the Knight of Cups, followed by the King of Cups. This is good. 1, because you're the Queen of Cups, matching the old king there. Very, very nice. Matchy, matchy. But there's a serious message here too. These are serious cards. 5 of Cups is a serious card. 9 of Pentacles is a serious card. Take yourself seriously. Take your feelings seriously. Take your hunches seriously, more seriously than any of what I just said. Your hunches are massively on point. Even if what they're telling you is something you don't like, believe them, listen to them, adhere to that timing. Super duper important that you adhere to that timing, okay? When you get the Knight of Cups going into the King of Cups, this is a very, very good sign. Now, itchy nose and an itchy ear. That's good. The Knight of Cups, of course, trumps the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups, which isn't here, is the most junior of all of those like offering love cards. By the time we get to the Knight, you know, he's gone off and got himself a tartan fleece. I mean, that could go either way. Someone turning up on a date with me with a tartan fleece, I'm a little bit, why don't we go and get a flask and, you know, sit in a car and be old already, you know? But hey, who knows? I think it means, you know, he's got his horse done up. He's gone and got himself some armour. He's got a winged helmet. I mean, that is quite impressive. And winged feet. I know, matching set. As they say, carpet matching the curtains. Anyway, Knight of Cups is an offer coming forward, a person coming forward. It's a bit of an upgrade card. And it makes me wonder with that Death card, that is a card of no compromises. You know, Scorpio season has taught you and a lot of other signs not to compromise on standards. Some of you are dealing with a person who is a little bit, I don't know where they are. You know, we've got the Hermit. Even in this version of the Hermit, they don't have a face. Got a channeled message just for one person here, which is not to do with love, but could be to do with love as well. You dream, but you don't get faces in your dreams. And for that particular person, and it might just be one of you or just a handful of you, it's important to face what you need to face. It's weird. It's like face to face. Okay, back to your love life. The King of Cups is another promotion for the Knight of Cups. So Page, Knight, King and Queen of Cups. You're already the Queen of Cups up here. But a whole reading separates you from the King, but you're both here, which I like. We have Justice, we have the Ace of Cups, we have Breakthrough. But we also have Hanged Man, Hermit, Three of Swords, which is choose your moment, do the deep work that is needed, okay? In the extended love reading, I'm going to do you and them side by side love reading. I know, because I love doing them and they've been super duper popular. And because I'm going to do it for King and Queen of Cups, I'm going to do it for you and the other energy person, whatever it is. And we're going to dig down and deep because I also get here for you, and I don't know where this is coming from, a mirror. I'm getting like mirroring, and that reading is a very mirrored reading because it's you and them and you and them. And then we riff off those cards. I'm very happy to see Justice for the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. I feel like for some of you, there may be a relationship or a situation that has lost its way. And do you remember I said about crumbs in the forest? And I'm not talking like breadcrumbing as a romantic thing, because who the hell wants that? Nobody. I'm talking about when people leave a path through the forest, like follow the trail, you know, and the same for the hedge maze that I got. It just feels like you've slightly lost your way in this connection. They have, you have, or you both, because you seem to be both here, but you're very far apart with the King and Queen of Cups. And there's a lot in between. I mean, this bad boy could also refer to them as well as you. Now, Scorpio season leaves us Shawshank Redemption, swimming through a pipe full of poo. You know, it just does. We're Timothy DeFrey at the end, just like as we get out, you know, splashed into the field of loveliness and sunshine. But we've been through a lot. Scorpio is a sewage tunnel. You know, that's what happens in Scorpio season. And the only people who are good at that are Scorpios, because they're all right with being in the sewer. They go down there, they're not afraid. The rest of us, it's a bit like we've been through a hedge backwards, you know, a hair up here, we look like Wurzel Gummidge. Either way, this is an opportunity. The first 10 days, 2 weeks-ish of December, I would not expect an awful lot of closeness in your love life. You may want it, but but I wouldn't expect it straight away, because you've got the Hanged Man, you've got the Three of Swords, you've got the Hermit. The universe is like, look here, you, I've given you the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the King and Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. You know that there's some goodness on the horizon, but you're gonna have to work for it a bit here. Now, by working for it, I don't mean, getting out your spade and digging. I kind of mean that weird, manifesty, contemplative, coming to terms with your past, coming to terms with what's happened in the past 5 years. Could even be coming to terms with what happened when you were 5 years old. We've got the Five of Swords and the 3, like 3 to 5, those very formative years. There's something here about reward, which I really like. The white feather is very much a kind of gift dropping in from the universe, and you're like, oh, that's nice. So there's reward, but at the same time there's also a need for knowledge and a need for you to tap into some feelings, some thoughts, some processes, some observations that you've had so far, but you've just brushed to one side because maybe they're painful. Making the headway means shattering more than just the glass. Channel message. You're getting loads of channel messages. Okay. I'm going to continue this in the you and me side by side reading. It's like cats doing biscuits. You and me side by side. Yes. I'm thinking, do I use the same deck for that? Yeah, I'll know on the other side. Okay, I'm either going to use the same deck for both of you, or a different one for you, or a different one for them. So we will look at what's going on for you, what's going on for them as a mirror side by side, and then we will riff off the cards. Okay, Gemini, I will see you on the other side. Namaste.